What are you doing on my property?
Huh?
What are you doing on my property?
I think I need a fever for concas.
For what? What are you doing?
I need a fever for concas.
A what?
I need a fever for concas.
What's that?
Everything for the area was everything.
What are you doing?
I think I need a fever for concas. I think I need a vapor.
What is it?
Venga.
Este es mi jardín. This is my garden.
Estamos corriendo una fibra
Una fibra. ¿Para qué?
para concas.
¿Para qué?
¿Ah?
¿Para qué?
¿Para qué? Para el internet de toda el área.
¿Por qué? ¿Qué le están haciendo al internet?
Estamos corriendo una nueva fibra.
For what? For what? What are you doing? This is my garden.
Yes, how you doing today?
Good. ¿Qué está haciendo aquí? What are you doing here?
Running fiber optic for Concas.
Fiber optics?
Yes.
I didn't order that.
It's not for you, it's for the whole neighborhood. I went and knocked on your door. Nobody answered, so we got
I have a doorbell with a camera.
you can check it. I knocked 2 times. I ring 2 times.
The camera's attached to my phone.
Yeah, like
Nobody rang my doorbell. You're trespassing. This is my garden.
I know. Like I said, I rang the bell 2 times. If you get the camera,
I
it
can,
should be recording and you can double check.
you know, you guys cannot come on my property if I didn't order it.
We're working on the utility poles.
I didn't ask for it.
I know you didn't ask for it. I mean, if you want, we can call the cops. I got my paperwork and everything. Like I said, I went and ring your bell. Nobody opened, so I needed access to the backyard.
All right, I'm going to call the police,
That's fine. Don't worry.
okay? You need to get off my property,
Okay.
okay? I didn't ask for new fiber optics.
Okay,
Like I
go
said,
ahead.
it's not for you, man. It's for the whole thing.
Why? Why do you need new fiber optics?
It's for to upgrade the systems
To what?
for the whole neighborhood.
What kind of system?
The Comcast systems.
What is it going to 5G?
I don't know if it's going to 5G. They're gonna cut the line over there, crossing a bus route. They're gonna cut off, so they're gonna displace it over because they're gonna go underground. That's it.
Well, if I see you guys here again, I'm calling the police right now.
So I'm gonna tell you this: we still gotta work on this pole again because we still gotta lash the cable, the fiber. It's hanging right now. So
If my husband sees you over here, he's gonna get his gun, okay?
Oh, so
Because
really?
you're trespassing. If
Okay,
you
so next time
trespass,
I'm gonna call the cops.
I'm gonna call the police right now.
Yeah, that's
I'm gonna
fine.
tell them right now.
Go ahead. Just make sure you say you have it on your video.
I got it on my video.
Okay, I'm going
I'm calling the police. You're trespassing.
Go ahead. Don't worry.
This is my garden.
I understand.
I didn't order this.
I know it's not for you. We're not going inside your house. It runs. You see the utility poles? They run through this. Everything. Okay. So
Is it attached to 5G?
I'm not sure if it is. We're just doing our job and that's it.
You don't even know what 5G is. 5G is gonna kill us. Nos va a matar el 5G. Ya está matando mucha gente.
It's not up to me. I'm just doing something. I'm working.
I was in healthcare, okay?
All right.
I know what 5G does.
Okay, I understand.
It's radiation.
I understand.
Learn about it.
I know about that.
So you know you're gonna kill us.
I'm not gonna kill you, man. Just call the police and that's it.
Don't come back here no more.
Don't worry. Next time I call, I'll just call the police before I'll get in. Don't worry. That's all right. Have a good day, man.
Good day.
If you continue recording me, I'm gonna take it as an harassment.
That's okay. We have it. We're going to court for this.
That's okay.
This is going to court.
That's fine. You want me to call police or?
I'm gonna call the police when you guys leave.
No, I'm gonna call it right
Llámalo tú mejor, güey.
Llámele para que siga yo grabando.
Ok, ya lo voy a llamar.
¿Cómo es que ustedes no saben lo que están haciendo?
Sabemos
Nos va a matar el mundo.
What's your address, ma'am?
1229 Itasca. We need more people to record this kind of stuff. Todo para poner cosas que nos van a matar. No entiendo por qué. ¿Para un cheque?
Yo estoy trabajando.
Pero sin saber lo que están haciendo.
Yo sé lo que estoy haciendo.
¿Qué está haciendo?
Estoy poniendo internet para toda el área.
Es triste. This is really sad, guys. Really sad. My own people working for the devil. Se deberían ir en huelga ustedes y a educar a la gente.
Tengo familia.
¿No tiene familia?
Tengo familia, por eso tengo que trabajar.
Entiendo, pero los van a matar a todos. Yo trabajé en un hospital 25 años. Yo sé lo que hace esta cosa. He's calling the police so I can keep on taping, guys. I'm tired of this, aren't you? I am so tired of this. We need more people to stand up. I mean, I don't even have a gun, okay, guys? I'm just saying. They don't know that. But can we just have some privacy, some privilege in our own house, a say in what we want to protect? We want to protect this planet. We want to protect our birds. You guys saw my bird video the other day? It's crazy, ain't it? I'm just, I don't know. I don't know, guys. We need to expose this corruption. I'm tired of this. My own people. That's the sad part. He said he's got to feed his family. I get it. I get it. I told him to go on strike. You know, he needs to educate people. I just can't keep my mouth shut anymore. I'm tired. I'm tired, guys. Can someone please stand up with us? Can people please post some of this exposure? He's on the phone with the police still. Can you believe this? We have no say. No say. I gotta stand up for at least this area. Nobody knows what's going on. This is horrible. There's a kid over there. I'm gonna tell him, because he needs to share it too, so more people can see what I'm talking about. Hey, I'm recording this. Do you mind being in my video?
What happened?
Comcast.
What's wrong?
They came into my property without asking me. He lied. He said he rang my doorbell, but my doorbell has a camera on it, and it's attached to my phone, and he didn't ring my doorbell. He didn't knock. I've been in my house.
Well, where on your property?
He was over there in my garden, and they didn't ask me for permission, so he's calling the police. I want to call the police, but I'm videotaping.
Do you have plants growing there?
Yeah, that's my garden. But that's not the point. The whole point of the matter is they're doing the new fiber optics for 5G. Okay, and that's gonna kill everybody. I was in healthcare. It's killing everybody right now already. They rolled it out in Chicago. Now they want to roll it out here. More people are gonna die.
Well, that's not their fault though.
I know it's not their fault, but what, do we not have a say in this? It's in court right now, by the way. It's in the Supreme Court.
The fiber optics or the property?
No, the 5G.
Yeah, I
Okay.
I know how it's cancerous and stuff.
Yeah, but
that's not their fault. They can't do anything.
I'm gonna try and stop them.
But it's not their fault.
Well, we could stop them from coming on our property, right?
Well, you could just ask him.
I told them.
Well, I don't see a reason to report them.
Because they're trying to install it. And I'm trying to show everybody that we should still speak up and show what they're doing to us. Okay? I understand it's not their fault, but they could go on strike because they don't understand 5G yet.
Well,
I was in
they also gotta
healthcare.
make their money.
I worked in surgery and in the ER, and we had radiation in the hospital, and we had tags, and they tagged us. They used to check our little tags to see how much radiation we were exposed to. Because they know it kills you. They know that it causes blood clots, strokes, heart attacks, a lot of other things. But it angers me that we have no say in this. And by me telling them to get off my property, let's see where it goes. You know what I'm saying? Let's see how far they can continue to do this. I know it's in the Supreme Court, but let's see if the police actually has them leave.
Do they speak English?
Yeah. And Spanish, yeah.
I don't see why she's recording. It's like an easy word.
I get it, you gotta work, but man,
I don't
nos
see-
van a matar a todos. Ya están matando mucha gente.
Well, they can't do anything about that though. They understand.
They
that
can go
it's
on
dangerous.
strike. They can go on strike
yeah, but
and
they
tell
gotta
other
make their
people
own-
do the same thing.
But
They can go collect unemployment. Say it's because of the stupid pandemic.
This is easier though. Well, than going through all that hassle, right? I don't see what the issue is. He's just trying to make some money. It's working.
You want 5G?
I have 5G. I know it's not safe, but
You know how to protect yourself from 5G? You
No,
gotta
it's
eat
not.
real food, like oranges, apples, bananas, lemons, ginger. You gotta enjoy the sun. You gotta put your feet on the ground. If you feel a blood clot or your feet are numb or tingling, you gotta move. You gotta do exercises.
okay, then if there's many ways to prevent it, what's the issue?
The issue is it's gonna kill everything, even our grass and our birds
Well,
and
then-
our
well,
garden.
then-
So then what are you gonna eat?
Well, then that's something you have to take up with Comcast, not them.
I get it, but see, this is how he's the supervisor over there, the one with the hard hat.
Well, even if he's a supervisor, he's
Well, let me
told what
see.
to do.
Let's see what the police does. If the police doesn't make him leave, then we know the police is involved in allowing this trespassing. Okay, trespassing, because he did not ask for my permission, and I still didn't give him permission. So they need to leave.
Okay, I mean, I don't see what the issue is. But, I mean, it's okay. Yeah. I don't see what the issue is.
When you have nothing else to eat, when everything is dead, let's see if you'll enjoy 5G being dead yourself. That's the issue.
Well,
You're gonna see all your family die, and they are calling it COVID, and it's not fucking COVID, okay? It's blood clots. 5G is radiation that causes your blood to thicken up
I understand that, but I don't see why you have to yell at them.
because they're here. They're the ones setting it up.
Well, they
They're
gotta
not-
work.
Yeah, but I don't want them here. If they want to go somewhere else and set it up somewhere else, let them go kill somebody else in their neighborhood. They're not going to kill my neighborhood. Look it, we have beautiful people here. There's people here that have kids. Over here, they have a whole bunch of kids. Kids are going to suddenly start dying because they set it up in their schools already. Did you know that? I saw them setting them up in the schools. I got that on video too. Oh, the police is here. Let's see what they do about it. I can't believe this. They're in the wrong. These people are trespassing on my property, all over my garden.
Did they damage anything?
They stepped all over my garden.
Can I see it?
That's my garden behind over there.
Okay. Show me. Come on. Let's take a walk.
They're setting up all this new fiber optics.
Yep.
Okay? And I want them off my property. I didn't ask for this.
No, I understand that.
Okay, so you're being videotaped.
Okay.
Okay?
Can I ask why?
Because 5G is gonna kill us all.
Okay.
Okay? And he did not get my permission.
Okay.
Even though I came out and confronted them, they were here.
Okay.
Inside of my garden.
Okay.
That's all of my garden right there.
Okay. All right. So do you know how the ComEd and Comcast and what curtilage is?
What is it?
So it's the area outside of your home, like open to the public,
Uh-huh.
and they are allowed to, they have to do this work. So they work on the curtilage of your property in order to do their work orders and stuff. We cannot tell them to leave.
So we have a right to protect ourselves when somebody comes on our property.
Okay.
We have a right to protect ourselves
Okay, I just
with arms
Okay,
if needed,
Okay.
if they trespass
So are you
again.
threatening to shoot them
No,
while they're
no, because I don't
lawfully
even have a gun.
working? Okay.
But I'm just saying.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
And not only that,
We
they're
have-
employees. They're
Yeah.
not coming here to cause a disturbance or harass you. Or
I
do
get
anything
it, but
to
I
hurt
didn't
you.
give them permission, and I
Okay.
don't want them here.
All right, I understand. What I can do is I can ask them to be more
No,
cognizant of your garden.
no, I don't want them anywhere near my property.
Okay.
Then what is the purpose of having a property
I ju-
if anybody can come onto your property?
Okay, I just they
You
are
tell me
not-
that.
they are not anybody. They're here to do a
So
job.
you protect anybody to come into anybody's
They're not
property.
anybody. Are you understanding what they're not everybody? They are employees of a business.
And that's why I asked them
And they have
to
their-
go on strike.
okay.
Because they need to educate themselves as
Okay.
to what this is going to do to the
No,
world.
you have your that I completely understand that about the 5G stuff.
I was
get
in
that.
healthcare 25
Yeah,
years.
I understand that.
25 years, okay? I
Yeah.
know what radiation does.
I
and it kills
completely-
people, and I've seen it all my 25 years how it kills
Yeah,
people.
My mother
okay?
died of cancer, so I understand your concern with the 5G. I'm with you on that. I don't think me or you or anyone knows what this can do. Unfortunately, you know, we're police officers here to enforce laws, and like I explained to you, you have an area of property. It's called curtilage. So they're working within the curtilage of your property in order to do their work on the line.
That's trespassing.
It is not, ma'am. It is not.
Then we have no rights.
I'm not saying you don't have any rights. So if somebody, if a drunk person, if anyone, a sober person, anybody comes onto your property, yes, we can remove them. But they're working within their right to work on their property, which is the poles. And like I explained to you, you have an area of property that's called curtilage. So they're working on the curtilage of your property in order to do their work. We cannot stop them from doing that.
So you can't stop people
If
from
they're-
protecting
no,
themselves
listen,
either.
Listen, you're not listening
Correct?
to me, ma'am. You're not listening to me. I'm trying to explain this to you. If they were on your roof, I could tell them to get down. There's no reason for them to be on your roof. If they're in your backyard over here, you know, not working on their line, or if they're hanging out on your front porch, I can tell them to leave because there's no purpose for them to be there. But if they're working for a company in order to do service on their poles, they have the right to do that, ma'am.
Well,
Unfortunately.
he's going to have to fly up to that pole because he's not allowed on my property.
I cannot stop him from, like I said, I can ask them to be a little bit more careful about your garden area. But other than that, we cannot stop them from working. Do you understand that?
And you understand that this is my property,
Okay.
and we can protect ourselves on our property. So if somebody trespasses and something happens,
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Okay. Now listen to me. Do you know how the trespass law works? Did you
Tell
look
me
up?
about it. No,
Okay.
tell me about it.
So, in order to be trespassed from a property, they have to be physically told by the owner of the property to not return. Okay?
I just told him.
Okay. Now, that would be enforced by us. So we would have to be present while you tell them not to trespass.
And you're present right now.
I understand that, but like I said, I cannot keep them. This is not trust under the law.
So why are you wearing a mask?
What's that?
Why are you wearing a mask? You
Because
can take
I
it
feel
off.
Safer.
Safer from what?
What's that?
Safer from what?
When I'm not at work in a uniform, I could choose to wear or not wear a mask. Unfortunately, I'm at work, and I got to play by work's rules. And they think it's smarter for me to wear a mask, so I got to wear a mask. Okay? Like I said, I'm not upset with you. I understand your argument and everything, but we cannot stop them from working on their poles.
Okay, but you said that the trespass law says that I can tell them to leave, and you can also tell them.
They're workers, ma'am. That's for any Tom, Joe, and Larry that comes over here that you do not wish that they're here, that aren't doing work or anything or servicing their poles or working on your water line. If they're employees to work on their property, I cannot kick them off. Like I said, if they're hanging out on your porch, they're taking their lunch break and having a picnic in your yard, yeah, that's not reasonable. But they're just working on their poles. I cannot tell them to leave, ma'am.
So in other words, we are not protected from trespassers
I'm not saying
because you protect the trespasser.
Ma'am, I'm trying to explain to you what the law defines as a trespasser. They're
Okay, say it again.
They're working on their poles. They have property on your property that affords you luxuries like electricity. Water, people have you have the luxury of running water in your home, right? They have to work on that stuff on your property, correct?
But if I don't give them permission,
Like I said, they
then
are
they're
allowed to
trespassing.
No, they're not, ma'am. I've explained. I don't know how else to explain it to you. I've tried to explain it to you the best of my ability.
well, they're trespassing.
They are not.
Then what do you call it?
I'm not in. I have no problem arresting people for breaking the laws. They are not breaking the law, ma'am.
So how are you going to enforce this that I requested that the trespasser leaves my property? How are you going to address it?
They're not trespassers.
I'm telling you that they're trespassing because they came onto my garden.
Okay.
Okay?
In order to service their property.
They can figure out how to do that without coming on my property.
But see what I'm saying, ma'am, is that's not reasonable. They can't fly a helicopter over and drop a helicopter over to work on the line. And if you know your property law, your property goes up to the sky. So even if they took a helicopter and dropped people down over here, they're still technically trespassing. In your eyes. Do you see what I'm saying?
Nope.
No? Okay. Well,
No.
I hope I explained it to you, but we cannot stop them. It will be notated that you threatened them with a gun.
I don't even have a gun. What are you talking about?
I don't have to.
I didn't threaten
doesn't-
them with a gun.
You
I don't
said-
have
you
a
said
gun.
Your husband and you.
He's
have the
not
right-
home.
Okay. Well, it will be notated that they're the ones that called the police.
Yeah, because I asked them so
Okay,
I could
understand
record
that.
this.
They're trying to do their job, man.
And I'm trying to protect my house.
Okay, I understand that, but in
Not
this-
just protect me, but I'm trying to help you too.
I get that.
Because
Like I told you, my mother died of cancer. I've looked into the 5G stuff. I'm on the same page as you. I don't know what it's going to do to people. I don't, all we can do is educate ourselves. But unfortunately, we cannot stop them from doing their job, ma'am. I wish there was a better way to explain it, but they're here to do a job, like I said, and we can't. They're not under the law. They're not trespassing.
I'm telling you, he came onto my property and I want him to leave off my property.
And I tried to explain to you what curtilage is too, and you're not understanding.
He can figure out how to get to the poles somehow another
Pole's on
way.
your property, right?
He's not coming on my property. I'm telling you, he's
But I'm
gonna
saying
trespass.
The pole is on your property, correct?
We have a right to protect ourselves if somebody trespasses. Correct.
Correct.
All right then.
If they're not doing work. Okay?
So anybody can trespass.
I didn't say that, ma'am. You're twisting my words around.
That's what you're saying.
I
Yes.
said unless they're here as a utility worker to do work, they are not trespassing.
But I'm telling you that they are trespassing. I do not consent.
Okay.
So they need to leave,
this
and you
is
need to
not
help
trespassing.
enforce that law.
That does not fall under that law, ma'am. We cannot do anything about this, and we will not. They are workers for a utility
Why don't you call
company.
one of your chiefs so they can
You
come?
want my supervisor?
Tell them
Okay.
to come, because they need to leave.
I think he's taking off.
We have a right to protect ourselves. Okay, like I told him, I don't even have a gun, but we do have a right.
Okay. Well, they called and said you threatened them with a gun.
I don't have a gun. I'm just telling you that we do have a right, okay? And I know people that have them, but
Okay.
I don't have one.
Okay.
Okay?
But you still can't say things like that either, ma'am.
I didn't threaten him because I don't even have one. But
You insinuated
I
that
said,
you have a weapon.
no,
Your
I
husband
said,
has a weapon.
that doesn't matter.
Which is on
Listen,
camera anyway. So what did you say so you can kind of recap?
I said that you're trespassing and we have a right to protect ourselves if we have a trespasser, and I didn't consent to him coming here. And that's why I asked him to call the police,
Okay.
because you guys are supposed to enforce the trespassers.
And then after that, did you make a comment to him saying that if you show up here again, my husband's going to bring out a gun?
I don't remember what I said. Maybe you could watch the video. You can go to my YouTube channel and watch the video if you want. But it doesn't matter, okay?
All right, we're going to try to work the best we can and see if we can come up with a resolution for everybody. So,
Hey,
we're
listen.
still working. He's got his supervisor coming out. We're talking to him on the phone to figure out what we can do to help.
You know, I'm just tired of this, Officer Banks. I respect you guys. I worked with you guys and firemen. I worked in the ER. I worked in surgery. You know, so I get what you're doing. You're trying to protect everybody, but you're stuck. You're stuck. You're not able to fully protect us. And that's the sad part, man. That's the saddest part. Listen, you got a pen? Write this down. Because I'm going to be going to a conference in Charlottesville for Memorial Day.
Okay.
Okay, so I want you to look it up.
Okay.
Advanced Medicine Conference. We've invited lots of police and firemen, a lot of medical professionals. 20 countries are going to be there. Okay, this year it was over 10,000 people that attended, but I'm trying to educate the ones here close to us, so you guys can understand. So a lot of officers that I know have retired because of this being installed, and you have no way to protect us, like I said, you know, and that's the sad part, man. If more of us stood up, we'd win this battle. You know, it's in the Supreme Court, by the way.
No, did I?
Yeah.
Huh.
President Trump had a lot to do with that. So we really gotta, I wasn't a Trump supporter, let me tell you, but after all the stuff I've been involved in, I'm in a group of people that expose all of this, the biggest organization in Illinois. So I'm just letting you know. I just want to see how this ends up.
Right.
Do you guys really protect us or not? And the world needs to see it. Oh, trust me, if my husband was here and he saw me doing all this, he'd be like, you're at it again. Yes, I'm at it again. Because he feels COVID is real. And my hospital shut down. Do you know, I went to the Illinois Health and Review Board meeting, and let me tell you, they're also corrupt. But they're trying to get things fixed here in Illinois because there's so much corruption, so much.
Let me see what the end result's going to be for now.
I feel so bad for these police officers. They can't even protect us. You heard what he said about trespassing, right? The Comcast can come on your property. I'm just tired of this, guys. You all need to stand up. Can please somebody do the same thing? Stand up. Expose this. This ain't right, man. This is not right. trying to catch me on my video, saying that I threatened him. Whatever. If you know who I am, you know I wouldn't do nothing evil to nobody. But see, that's the problem with this world nowadays. Everybody's always twisting somebody's words around. But when you know the truth, you got to share the truth. Let's see if the chief stops this, because this is serious, guys. I need to sit down. Let me go get my chair. Maybe I'll just take... Let's see, because I'm tired. Let's see how this turns out.